Hi everyone, Jan Fursden here from Fursden House. I just wanted to share a quick video with you of something new that I've been doing. Well, it's new to me, but it's certainly not new to other people. But I just wanted to share it with you. And what it involves is putting beeswax, and this is the beeswax that I'm using. Ordered it off of Amazon, and it's much better than the first one I ordered. The first thing I ordered was not the right kind, and I sent it back, but this is really good. But I'm not going to show you how to do it because I'm going to refer you to the wonderful and amazing artist who I was watching her videos. Her name is Sharon. I believe she pronounced her last name Hoerth, but I don't know. So Sharon, if you're listening to this, please let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Or anyway, but it's Sharon Hoerth, Hoerth, a fabulous artist. She's done a lot of tutorials, and she did two very good tutorials on waxing. What do you call these? Doilies, and also waxing photographs or pictures. And it was just amazing. I thought, I want to try that. So I did. The tutorial is very easy to follow, and basically all you need is wax and use a little craft iron, and that's just about it. But again, she'll explain everything in her tutorial, which I'll link below. But I was just amazed. I love doilies, especially the vintage ones. But the problem is they are so fragile. They tear if you look at them cross-eyed. And this helps that problem in addition to giving it a really neat texture. It feels like wax on the outside. Duh. It is beeswax on it. But it makes it stronger. And so I've just wanted to share with you some of them that I've done. This is an old one that's rather large, and I had folded it up, and I don't know if you can see the sheen on it. It's just a kind of a dull sheen on it. And I folded it up like so. Well, how did I do it? This way and then this way, so that I can use it for two pockets, one here and one in here. And I'm thinking that that's going to work much better with the wax, but it just gives it a yummy overall texture that is just really cool. And it's very pliable. I mean, but again, it's stronger because it's been coated in wax. And I did both sides, but I just wanted to show you a few of the things that I've done. And the neat thing is that it makes it more transparent, so you can put it like that. You can see through there. Let's try some others. Yeah, you can still see through it. And these make great additions to journals. You can actually make pockets out of these, sew them up. She, on her video, she showed how she literally created an envelope and sewed it up. And I thought that was really cool. But these are just doilies that I experimented with. And again, I did both sides. And they're great as an addition to those journals. Gives it something extra. Here is just a piece of cardstock that I had previously printed. And what it does to this, because this was thick cardstock, it gives it a smooth texture to it. It kind of takes the tooth away from the paper, if that makes any sense to people. It's just a very smooth texture. And again, it also enhances the color of what you're doing. Now, you can't write on it, or at least I couldn't write on it, not with a pen. Maybe a pencil, but not with a pen. But again, that's not what I'm wanting to do with it, because the back of this, I'll just stitch something else on it so that you can print it. But it's just really neat. Here's well, let's do these. These are vintage. I love these. I use them very sparingly because they are vintage. They're the only ones that I have. I think I have about 8. And now they are so much stronger than they were. So those can now go. And again, very limber, just amazing. And there's another one. These I've had, oh goodness, I've had a long time, especially these here. Smaller ones, and again, it's transparent, or a little transparent. I mean, you can't see as clear as glass, obviously. But it just makes it so much more sturdy. And it's just a matter of taking some of the little pellets out. And it literally comes in little pellets. I'll show you. And you just put it down on your thing that you're wanting to wax. And let me close it up before my usual graceful self knocks it over and we have wax pellets everywhere. Funny story, though, I have to share with you. I was doing this the other day, last week sometime. And I was waxing. It was a beautiful day, and I had my door open. And my husband is a very keen gardener. And, of course, spring is here. Well, it's around the corner, actually. And so we have flowers budding out and everything. And I thought, I'm just going to leave the door open and just enjoy the sounds of nature while I'm doing all of this. And I hear a buzzing, and it's like, you know, we hear buzzing all the time because, again, my husband's a keen gardener, and we hear bees buzzing in and out. And I thought, no big deal. They rarely come inside. Even when the door's wide open, they rarely come inside, but one did, and I thought, no big deal. Well, before I knew it, there were two more. And then it was like they were very aggressive, and they were like, normally bees don't bother us, or they don't bother me, and they, you know, they buzz around and they leave. Well, these weren't leaving, and they were dive bombing the paper, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? This is crazy. And I don't want to kill bees. I do not. That is extremely important. They're so important to nature. So I'm like swishing them away with my hand, and then I got a soft cloth and I'm swishing them away and everything, and I'm like, I couldn't figure it out. I finally thought, well, duh, this is beeswax. I kid you not. It took my brain a little while to clue in on that one. So, okay, now I know what the problem is. I can't have the door open. So I'm trying to get them out the door. And as I would get one or two out, two or three would come back in. It was quite the adventure. I finally got them all out. And so lesson learned, do not do this out of doors where the potential for bees will find you and help you doing whatever you're doing with the beeswax, because they were not amused. Like I said, they're rarely aggressive. They want to stay away from people. But these were like, no, what is this? What are you doing? So anyway, now you know. So anyway, here are there's a little pellet. You just let him, all right, stay over there. But again, this is just so much fun. It's very soothing, actually. And again, there's that transparency. Here's some old ones that they kept getting more and more fragile, and again, much less fragile now. And that one, the others, the darker ones, I've tea stained, and this is the natural color. And see, that one was torn. I thought, well, I'll never be able to use it. Well, yes, I can now because it's stronger, and I'll just put something over that perhaps. But I hate not using. It's just so pretty. These, is that the same one? Yes, it is. You can see how pretty they are with the tea staining. They were pretty before with just the tea staining. Now they've got the wax. But I just loved how they turned out. And I think these might be vintage, maybe. I haven't seen any like this in a while, so I'm not sure. But just gorgeous. And here's a large piece that I did. And I had been planning on putting this in the middle of a journal, perhaps. And again, it's very fragile. It's been torn. But again, this has now strengthened it and given it that yummy feel that you can, if you can hear that. So I'm all excited now that I can actually use these more than what I have been doing. And then I got really adventurous. And I'm going to show you that last because that was just so cool. I took a page out of a book of flowers. And it was kind of a thick page, but so it took me a little bit longer to spread the wax all over it, and it becomes translucent. And so you can do like so, and you can see the writing is on this side and the flowers, and then vice versa. But it just gives the page, it feels stronger and smoother, and it's just really neat. So I'm excited to try it on different paper products. And this is the biggest surprise. A friend of mine, Kathy Peaches, she's from Georgia, so I call her Peaches. Peaches and I were here at the house, and we were doing some embossing on my new Gemini machine. She was helping me because I was afraid to even turn this silly thing on. And we did a lot of embossing and just beautiful, beautiful embossing. Great time we had. And I found that one of my favorite things to emboss was just plain old craft paper, just plain color. And I thought it turned out so beautiful. Well, I decided and I did several of this design, so I thought, what does it look like with the wax on it? It looks like leather. It even feels like leather. And this is the same sheet of paper. Yeah, the same design, the same paper, the same type of paper, I should say. But that craft paper just really soaked it up, so that's something to keep in mind. But again, just experiment and see what looks good covered in wax and what doesn't. But I was just amazed at this, how it came out. It took a lot longer because of all the grooves and stuff that the wax had to seep down in it. And it still doesn't take long at all. It's just longer than the others. And it took more wax, of course, because, again, it has to go into those little embossed edges and things. But I just wanted y'all to see the difference. So, again, that's what oh, one more thing. I'm going to attempt to take this down because I've got it on my tripod thing. I decided I was going to do a lot of my die cuts, and I was amazed. These, they're just a variety of different colors, different die cuts, and first of all, what it did, it brought out the color like you wouldn't believe it. Darkened the color slightly, naturally. Anytime you get something damp or wet, the color goes darker. I apologize for the shadow, but you can see, and they took a lot less, hardly any wax at all. But again, it's making these pieces stronger as well as giving them that yummy texture that is so neat. So it enhanced the color. That's more of an blue, but I don't think it's showing up very clear. Maybe there. You can see the different shades of blue, the cream color, purples. That's more like an eggplant. So I was just amazed at what it did. And so again, pretty much anything that you want to, any paper product, I say go for it. Just test it out. Don't do it on the only thing you have. Make sure you have another one. But I just want to share with you, and again, I'll put that link below. The lady's name, the artist, oh, fabulous. You should subscribe to her channel because she has some beautiful, beautiful journals that she does. And her name is Sharon Hoerth, H-O-E-R-T-H. If you just go to YouTube or Instagram and search for that, you'll find all of the yummy stuff she does. I hope you're having a great day. It's Monday. It's a little chilly outside, but the sun is shining, so it's a good day. You have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.